Hello everyone, Gas with Fed, and it's time for another edition of Try Hard Trucking with me, Rollcase TV, where I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of staring at my kitty cat, who's, speaking of cats, he's thinking about jumping up on his platform there. I gotta do something with that. He hurt his leg a few years back, and he got a serious injury. He strained or possibly tore a cruciate ligament, and so they decided not to do surgery. It wasn't bad enough to do surgery, but still has to be careful. But he goes up there, and he used to lay, and so he had to block off the highest level of his cat tree, but there's a level next to that that he would go in, and there's a little condo he would go in there. But then he got an eye infection, so I cleaned it out and I put one of my t-shirts down there, and he's freaked out ever since I put a t-shirt there. He doesn't want to go up there anymore. Oh wait, now he's up there. Is he gonna go in and lay down on my t-shirt? Is he gonna smell it and say, no, it doesn't smell like daddy? I didn't wear the t-shirt first. Should have done that. Anyways. Oh, we are here playing SnowRunner. Let's get the game loaded. Stop talking about cats. How can I not talk about cats? I love my cat. My beautiful, beautiful boy. 14-year-old black cat. On the weekends, I normally take an old man nap. Or on the weekends, I miss my old man nap, because I stream right in the afternoon, when I would normally be sleeping with him, but we slept together a little bit this morning, so that was cool. He's still not going in the condo. He's just investigating around behind the other side of it. Oh, this has been like a year ago now that I put the t-shirt in there. He hasn't gone back in. Anyways, where we are here in Island Lake, and I seem to remember I was in the middle of a task, but since this is the beginning of a new stream. If you're watching on YouTube, stream this game Sundays. Let's pause this. Stream this game Sundays at starting at 12:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time for 5.5 hours or so. Try to get done by 6. Almost never do. But stream 6 YouTube episodes worth, and so if you're watching on YouTube, every 6th episode you get to hear me ramble on without the game on, and try to then spend the next 20 minutes trying to remember what it was I was in the middle of doing. But I have markers here to help remind me of what I was doing. Apparently I was going this way. Broken antenna. I'm delivering cargo container to broken antenna, but I have to pick up the cargo container. Here's where I pick up the cargo container. All right, nice. And then deliver it there. Got it. And meanwhile, I was going to drag this thing out. Okay, I just started on this map last stream, and I explored every pixel except for these few up here. I've got to get the let's orient north. I got to get the portable exploration unit, or as I call it, some people call it the radar truck. I call it the pew pew pew. The PEU. All right, let's get going. Let's do our thing. Right? Yes, I can carry one cargo container with my bed. It's not the large, whatever, large cargo, or whatever they call the 4-slot one, which we will be carrying some through here at some point. Kick the clutch, get it sped up a little. Wait. Where was I supposed to be going? Not that way, apparently. I was turned around the wrong way on the bridge. I wasn't following my arrow, I was following my nose. Alright, let's turn around. Now, is this one of the ones that... drilling equipment. One cargo left. Yeah, I gotta make sure... I've decided that I am going to try to make sure that I drain all of the temporary cargo locations of their temporary cargo as a way of completing the map. So even though I can get the drilling equipment, all three from one of these drilling sites, I'm going to purposely... Is this where I'm going back, or is the next one? Yeah, this one. I'm going to get two of them from the two places that only carry one, just to shut them down, which is what I did on my original playthrough. I wasn't sure. Oh, Tuna, you can go in there and lay down. You do fit barely. Oh, let's work it out. You probably heard his collar going. Oh, nope. Oh, see? Watch the cat less. Distracted driving. Watch the road more, the cat less. I mentioned Wezel on Wheels. Highly recommend that channel. Am I cutting through there? I guess I am, yes, okay. He's had a long-running series going for... Now, see, in a lot of vehicles, I'd be concerned about tipping here. Long-running series going... Okay, I'm crossing here somewhere. Yes, there, cross, okay. Just finding a way to get across to where that antenna is, basically. He's had a long-running series going where he's playing in hard mode. And by long-running, I mean he's got like 500-some episodes. He's done the base game and through season 11. Then before season 12 came out, he started getting work done on his house. He hasn't been able to pick it up again. But he says by the end of this month he was going to. Of course, it's the end of this month now as I'm recording this, so we'll see. But anyway, he just finished region number 6, which is Wisconsin. I just finished watching him finish that region, and so now I get to watch him go to Amur. But in the season 1, they introduced these the idea of limited access sites in Yukon and also in Wisconsin, where they have these framing. Well, they have in Russia, a couple places they have logging. They have just a few loads, and then here in Michigan they have the limited access of the drilling site equipment. But they have these framing sites, and it's like, it looks like you're tearing down somebody's house that hasn't even been built yet. Like you're stealing the wood or stealing the... Which way am I going? Left here, okay. Looks like you're stealing the... Whoa, wait, maybe I need to go back and pick that thing up I was supposed to pick up. It looks like you're stealing the wood from a house that hasn't been built yet, or a bricks or metal from a place that hasn't been built yet. And so it feels like it's wrong, but if you want to get the things off of your if you want to clear, so I was debating, do I want to leave those alone, or do I want to clear them off as part of finishing the map? And I decided I am going to clear them off as part of the map. I don't think it explains anywhere what those things are, like in the game. They call them framing sites, and so you have a wooden frame for a house, and you have a brick frame, quote unquote, and you don't actually build the frame out of bricks for the house, but it's got bricks on the frame and a metal frame house. Okay. Huntsman in the car. Okay, I think I got that. Oh, there's the car. Where is that going? he's going this way somewhere, which I'm sure he's not. Delivered to the Hunter's parking. Yeah, that's way over there. I'm not going to go out of my way to do that, but I could drag him out onto the road while I'm here, which will be much easier for this vehicle than anyone else's, so maybe I'll do that. I'll just drag him onto the road. That way, any scout car, whatever, can come. Well, not easier. Oh, are you still hungry, buddy? Oh, hold on a second. Let me give my kitty a little extra food here. No, I didn't forget to unmute my mic. It just took me forever. All right. Let's see. Oops. Come here, little buddy. No, I don't need to turn the engine on. Dangerous for you. Water level. Now you're right next to the road. Really? Is that a bad water level for you right there? Oh, pull you up on the other side. I'm going to smash into you a little bit, but don't worry. It's all for the greater good. It's for your own good that I'm running into you. This hurts you more than it hurts me. Oh, there. How's that? You pretty much out of the way? Please tell me you're pretty much out of the way. We'll get back up there. Oh, see, on the bridge here, it's hard to get this thing going in the right direction. I know I'm pointed completely in the wrong direction. Okay. That's pretty good for you, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Release the winch. And the Kraken. Now I gotta turn around. Little Scout 800, little buddy. Little tipsy buddy. I really don't like the Scout 800. At least I haven't mentioned this before. Seems to be a lot of things I really don't like. I'm an old man. I'm loud. Alright, little buddy. You stay there. I don't like him because he's so tippy. In case you can't tell, I don't like driving vehicles that are tipsy. That's why I drive this thing. Continuing on. Even though I did get a little lay down with my cat, which in the UK, if you say you had a little lie down with, if you had a lay down with your cat, it sounds okay. But if in American parlance, it sounds kind of wrong. But anyway, I had a little nap with my cat this morning. It wasn't really a full nap. So I'm in a little bit better disposition, but I still didn't take my allergy pills until just before my stream, so my nose is running. I do have coffee here. Oh, except it's empty. I have caffeinated soda too. I gotta go get another cup of coffee in my first break. Okay, am I turning there then? Yes, I'm turning there. You don't really need to cut the corner, because there's a big ditch there. Oh, coming back after not playing for a week. It's always interesting. Got into a discussion on Red Silver's Discord. Shout out to him. He stops by a lot of Sundays into SnowRunner. And him and LCK, he plays quite a bit of TT Alaman. Talking about TT Alaman, that's what I normally play on Saturdays, TT Alaman 3. And I'm streaming this the week before my big 12-hour marathon stream on Twitch. This isn't going to come out on YouTube until after that's done. And want to back in there? Nah, I'll be able to turn on. And talking about TT Alaman 2 versus TT Alaman 3. Oh, let's put my lights on. What time is it anyway? Is it time for me to... Yeah, maybe I can do better on this rain. Oops. That's a little better. He prefers TT Alaman 3 because the handling and all this other stuff, it's better for a lot of things, but I'm so frustrated with TT Alaman 3 because I'm trying to do a career playthrough on stream, and it's ridiculously difficult, and there's all kinds of other little strange quirks that make the career mode, in my opinion, much worse. So I'm going to play a little TT Alaman 2 on my marathon stream, and we'll see. We'll see how I feel about it then. Am I just remembering wrong and it's actually worse, or is it better? I'm not saying it's a worse game, depending on what you do with it. LCK just does time trials and stuff, and if you're just doing time trials, then you don't run into a lot of the issues that are in Alaman 3. But me, I'm trying to do a career, and if you play against the AI at all, you'll know that Alaman 3 is so much ridiculously harder than Alaman 2. On Alaman 2, I could compete. You know, I usually finish in the middle of the pack or so. Alaman 3, I've finished nowhere, except when the game bugs out. I finished, the only place I've ever finished is last. 10 out of 10. And not just, like, barely last. I mean, competitively last. I mean, I finished the gap between second to last and first. So 9th place to first. My gap between how am I going to explain it? The gap between me and first place can be up to 10 times the gap between the person in front of me and first place. There's also a major rubber banding issue though, with where it doesn't. The rubber banding is so close. This up close to the road. And release and refuel. Yeah, the rubber banding is so close that it's if you can beat 9th place, you're probably gonna, you know, win the race because everybody's clubbed up together. It's harder to finish 5th than it is to finish in, you know, first or last. But if you're just tooling around, then yeah, it's beautiful and the handling is nice and all that stuff. I played TTL Man 2 for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. When 3 came out, I played around with it a little bit and then decided, oh, I'm gonna do a career of this on stream, and I didn't know what the career mode was like. And it isn't nearly as interesting or flexible as the career mode on 2, so we'll see. I'll come back and let everyone know once I'm done doing that. Like I said, it's in the past, so you can watch it on YouTube now. It's in the past. You can go to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/RollCageOnByTV, and there's chapter markers. It's a 12-hour VOD. I wouldn't expect you to watch all 12 hours. There's chapter markers on the VOD. If you watch on the web, I don't know what other devices will show you the chapter markers. I think you just have to watch it on the web page. But chapter markers will tell you what game is where. And watch the TTL Man 2 and watch near the end of it. You'll be able to hear me. I'll give my summary of the comparison. And in the next TTL Man 3 episode afterwards, I'll be giving my opinion. I love this vehicle because I can, for the most part, just look away and let it do its thing. I keep forgetting to kick the clutch, though. Transmission is very slow on this, so on most of the vehicles in SnowRunner. It's like the secret of SnowRunner is hitting the clutch button rapidly to keep your vehicle going at optimum speed. Because if it hits some mud or something, it doesn't shift down quickly enough, and if once you're through the mud, it stays in first gear longer than it needs to. Now I got to try to remember what I'm doing after this. I imagine that I had a plan. I don't think I've got everything scouted yet. Like all of the tasks and things like that. Hold for the next action. Cargo management. Blammo! Now flip the switch and okay! I like what I'm seeing so far. Looks like we're back at business. Yay. And I will take my money, thank you very much. Now, there's this you pick this stuff up from this broken antenna place, right? Fallen antenna, yeah, but it still shows this on here, even though you picked it up. It should, like, go away, right? Changing the map environment is probably... You only want to do that so many times. It becomes not worth it anymore. Okay, now let's see. Trucks and trailers on the map. One that I haven't actually discovered yet. How did I have not discovered that? You know what I can do? I can go take this vehicle back. I can do the huntsman in the car, because I just pulled that car out, right? Yeah, that's what I'll do. Did I turn off the engine? No, it doesn't sound like I did. Stop the engine. Okay, so I'm going to change over to the Hercules and go ahead and do that huntsman in the car, because then I can also scout out that one task I have, or trailer that I haven't triggered yet. And I'm definitely not going to be able to do this without putting it on the map, so So let's see, there, and I will reorient this. Do I go? Yeah, let's. I'm in a scout vehicle. I can go up here very easily, and it will be faster. A little shortcut. Take the shortcut. I really like this music, but I have a friend who doesn't know it yet. But I'm going to ask her to pick out some music. I'll feel up here as I go past. Crinkles, music that crinkles, crinklesmusic.com. And really good background music. But I only have 4 tracks on my background music. And if you're just watching for half an hour or something, that's cool. But if you're watching for like a 6-hour stream or a 12-hour marathon stream, it can get a little monotonous. So I want to pick out more. So we will get this task done, and we will scout out that last vehicle. And I don't know, I must have gotten all of the, there must not be a lot of tasks here. But it keeps showing me this thing. Huntsman of the Car Corporate Expansion. Those are the only tasks that are showing me right now. But that's all the... Oh, Flaming Barrels. Okay, that's a contest. Hunter's Parking. That's for Huntsman and the thing. Huntsman in the Car. That's there. Corporate Expansion. That's the other bridge I found. So that's where I'm going to need to go last. What does Corporate Expansion need? Wooden planks ×2. Okay. And where did I get the wooden planks again? I can get the wooden planks there. So maybe I don't want to use the scout. Where does it deliver it? Right there. Okay. Aha! We're not going to use the scout. We're gonna use the other vehicle, because I can then take a little detour here, pick these things up. I'll do that on the way back, I guess. Might as well do it on the way there. And then I can, when I get here, then loop back around here and do the bridge. Or cut through this way and do the bridge. Okay. Right, it's starting to come back to me now. And they have... none of these trailers have wooden planks on them, right? I couldn't use them there anyway, because that's a semi-trailer. Fuel carrier, fuel carrier, fuel carrier... Semi-trailer. Yeah, I don't have the saddle on this vehicle. Ah, my pew 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 is here. Along with my scout vehicle, I take it. Semi-trailer, fuel carrier, service trailer, fuel carrier, Jeep Wrangler with the pew pew pew, Zix Resvani. Okay. So I am going to do this whole thing exactly how I have it marked out, but I'm not going to use the scout vehicle for it. I'm going to use this vehicle. That way I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm going to actually switch tasks. That way, when I get here, I'll know what I'm doing, because I already know where I'm going there. And then I'll switch. Obviously, have to switch back before I actually deliver the vehicle that I'm picking up. And you know, I put this with Resvani in the absolute perfect place. I got my Hercules and I got my Mastodon, and these are my two main vehicles. You just stay there. Right. Oh, I gotta remember while I'm towing the vehicle to put my beacons on, because then I'm cool. Always wanted to be cool. I'll be cool if I put my beacons on, right? See, I was in third gear. I kicked the clutch and put me up into fifth immediately. I could throw it into high gear and then it would stay, but high gear is not nearly as fast as letting the auto go, and then I risk stalling. Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. I marked this out for the scout vehicle. So this will be a challenge. He said, I'm in a scout vehicle. I can go through this shortcut over the mountains. And I realized it in time to change my mind, but of course I didn't. Oh, we got to have some fun. These vehicles are so OP, you don't get to have clownish mistakes that often. Speaking of clowns, there's a sentence shown here a lot. During my stream yesterday, my TT Alaman 3 stream, I somehow got on this rant about, I don't even remember how it started, moral dilemmas. Oh, I like to do the things that are the funniest. If I'm faced with a decision, of course I'm going to choose the thing that I find fun, you know, the most humorous. And if anyone's heard of the trolley problem, it's a famous moral dilemma where a trolley's about to run into a group of people, and you know, you can save that group of people, but only by diverting the trolley to kill somebody else, run over somebody else on a different track. You pull the switch or do not. And you know, a lot of people say they would pull the switch, but they wouldn't really pull the switch because, you know, they would think it was the morally right thing to do, but they wouldn't be able to do it because they would be in shock, or they wouldn't be able to react quickly enough or whatever. And I was thinking, you know, okay, it's a moral dilemma, I understand, but if I'm going to get to try something here. If I were, if it wasn't just 10 random people, but if it were 10 clowns, it would definitely be funnier to let the clowns get run over, right? So, if I'm faced with that moral dilemma, I'm going to vote for letting the clowns get run over. Anyway, it was a whole rant. All right. This one's for you. I'm going to have to actually put a stream marker in here. Let's see. Add stream marker with comment. Fuel. Okay. Got into a conversation with Wessel about how to easily put a fuel Scout Fuel character in your bed. Now, actually, I'm going to have to take it out of the bed. No, I'm not even going to need to put it in my bed. I'm just going to try to fuel from it. But I'm going to practice this anyway. Next 10 minutes, I'm going to practice this. So, totally unnecessary practice on how to do this. Now, the thing to do, I mean, I've got the bad Russian crane too, and I'm not practicing how to do this, but you raise the thing up nice and high, and, well, there's actually two ways of doing it, and I think with this crane, the one way is not going to be as easy as the other. But you raise the crane nice and high, you attach it, you use the winch to lift it up, because this crane, the winch is stronger than the arm. So you lift it up nice and high, and now when I swing it around, it's going to drop down, unfortunately, because, again, the crane is not strong. Now, there's two ways of doing it. One way is, and with the American crane, this is superior, I think, is you always lift it by the tongue. And one way is to pull it in tight. I'm going to try it with this crane. You pull it nice and tight and straight, and then you rotate it around. Wrong way. Rotate it around. Lift it by the tongue. Rotate it around so the tank is facing you. And it depends on where the crane is in relation. The other way of doing it is to angle it, to put the crane way forward. But the idea is you want to lower it down so that the butt of the back, the tank part, is like near the edge, right? So if you went forward with it, you would be turning the thing around. Now I got to do this backwards. So this way goes that way. Got to get it lined up, otherwise it's not going to work right. Okay, and now lower the crane until it touches. Should do this in crane view. Right, there we go. Oh, stop that! Lower the crane until it touches. And is it touched? Okay, it's touching. Now, you simultaneously push forward and raise the winch at the same time. Oh, I didn't push forward enough. I just raised the winch. Oh, see, it's easy to do if you do it right. Lower the winch. Lower the winch back down. And I gotta rotate, because I got it out of rotation. Raise it back up. Rotate it. Okay. Get it lined up. Okay, now. Lower it. Okay, lower it. Now I gotta get out of crane mode. I just can't see. Can't back it far enough. Okay, now go forward. Go forward. Go forward. You gotta make sure that it's on the ground. So I'm lowering it a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Now I should be able to just go forward. And then as I go forward, I'm not actually tightening the winch at all now because I got it angled right. Sometimes you have to tighten the winch to get it to angle the right way. Anyway, but I got it. Tighten the winch to get it lined up the right way, but I got it. And now I should be able to pack. Actually, I might need to back it up a little bit to pack it. Let's see if I can pack it there. Oh. Pull it a little bit. Yeah, it would not pack because it got. Look, there we go. Now it'll pack. And bammo! See? That works out nice. Now, the other way of doing it is... Do I want to demonstrate that? Probably not. The other way of doing it is... he's still, again, lifted by the tongue. No, I want that brake on. What am I doing? Oh, crane mode. I should restore this crane because it's all crazy now. Yeah, it's all crazy now. Okay, restore crane. Okay, now crane mode. Oh, I didn't put my anchors out. Get this thing back out of here. And lift the crane up. I have not worked this crane for a long time. Oh, I should have pulled the crane up first because this crane is like that. Turn the crane out. Lift the crane up. That's what I want to do. I'm hitting the wrong buttons. This crane is weak. Okay, the other way to do it is... Is that pulled up? Yes. Yeah, see this crane has a harder time with this. If I let it go, I'd be able to raise the crane back up. I can't even get it over the bed now. Good. That's actually exactly what I wanted to do. Get it back on the ground. Flip it over. Come on, fall over. There you go. Okay. Now, this is probably, with the Russian crane, a lot harder, obviously. Because you have to use the, you have to get the crane basically in position to be able to get it lifted up high enough. But extend it, lift it up, attach it, use the winch to get it up here. And again, the Russian crane has a harder time doing it this way because it's hard to actually lift it up high enough while it's extended. Yeah, I might not even be able to do it. Yeah, I can't even do it with the Russian crane this way. But you can probably see how it works. It's just the other way around. You rotate it around the other way. Hold on a second, I think my audio is going a little crazy. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better now. Yeah, you extend it out, lower it, the same thing, and then the advantage there is you just pull it backwards. Oh, that's even worse on the audio. Hold on a second. Try this again. Okay, let's see how that sounds. Anyway, regardless of how it sounds, I'm going to throw this thing back on the ground. And, oh, that sounds terrible. Then I'm going to end the episode here and take a break on Twitch. So yeah, doing it from the front seems to be easier, especially on this crane. But the basic idea is you lower it down. Once it hits, then you have to find a way of getting it flipped. But it's much easier doing it that way than trying to lift it up from the side or something like that. Keep lowering it once it flips. And then you're good to go. Okay. Let's pack everything. Restore crane. Stop the engine. And get ready to take my first break here, which I'm going to do. So, yeah, if you're watching on Twitch, stick around. There'll be a short break here. I'm going to add that stream marker that says fuel. There we go. Somewhere I'm going to edit that into something I can show Wessel. Anyway, so if you're watching on YouTube, I'm going to take a short break. Or if you're watching on YouTube, that's going to be it for this episode. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm going to take a short break here. And be back in about 3 minutes or so. So, yeah, either way, Twitch, stick around. YouTube, next episode. I will see you then.